It's Friday. It's Friday. What does that mean? It's the end of the week. Thank God it's Friday. I am so glad it's Friday. This has been like, I don't know why this week has been dragging. But welcome to the Women's Leadership Forum Live. I'm your host, Colette Coakley. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources for Maryland Public Television. And I'm also the founder of the Women's Leadership Forum. I am so happy to be here today. I'm glad that I made it through to Friday. We got over Hump Day. We had Motivation Monday. And we come to you live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. And if you don't catch us live, you know that you can catch us through the streaming events on Facebook and YouTube. So I don't know, many of you don't know that the Women's Leadership Forum, we have a Facebook page. We actually are on Instagram. You can find us through our hashtag. You see that hashtag scrolling down at the bottom? Forward WLF. That it. Yeah, I'm not very good. I always go the opposite way, but there you go. Okay. Forward WLF. You can find us through the hashtag. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube. You can catch up with us. How about that? In all of those places. Speaking of catch up, I want to catch up to say thank you, women, for attending the Women's Leadership Forum. This is the third thank you, but I can't thank you enough. And my guest, if you missed it, you missed a treat, because our guest helped us to network. We had, over 70 women connecting, but we had 700 women, in attendance to this event. And I gotta say, it was different for us because we were virtual. But nonetheless, women got together. They were able to connect. They were able to find conversation, even in the virtual platform. It was different. We used chatting a lot. We used talking to the audience. We wanted to make sure that they were engaged and involved. We had those 14 courses. Oh my gosh, there was so much to do. And we heard you. Now, one of the suggestions that was made through our survey was, can you please put more courses on day 2 so we wouldn't have to choose? It was such a hard choice when it came to choosing on day 1, because all the courses were on day 1. So guess what? We hear you. We listen to what it is that you're telling us. And so we're giving much consideration to breaking those courses up so that it won't be such a hard choice. We're also planning diligently on how we can connect with you well before that forum occurs. And so if you have a suggestion, drop us a line. But just know, we aren't sitting back. We are actually taking action and figuring out how we can connect with you on, if you want to call it the off season, okay, it's the off season. But let me just tell you, we're going to be, as they say in Baltimore, on and popping. We're going to be figuring that out so that we can stay with you, because we want to help you to move your lives forward. We want to help you to move it all forward. And that calls for us to maintain connection with you. Now, what's scrolling down below is also our website. Now, we are making it our business right now to continue our update of that website. So there's going to be class offerings, mastermind classes, and there's going to be more on the internship program. We're partnering with the E-Suite to deliver some other women's curriculum. And so we're asking that if you are not a subscriber, but you want to know more about the Women's Leadership Forum, I encourage you to go to forwardwlf.org to find out more about us. and to keep up with us, because sometimes I can't even keep up with myself. Okay, that's just being honest. Now, the woman that's next to me holds me accountable for this. Well, I'm getting more partners. Okay. Oh, we're matching today. But I'm getting more partners that are helping me in my quest to drink more water. Now, I've told all of you all that I have difficulty with it. And it's not because I'm sharing right now, so I hope that you're listening. It's not because I don't like water. Because people have asked me, do you like water? No, it's not. Or why don't you flavor your water? It might help you. No, it's not that. It is not that. It's me not taking time for me. Okay? It's really, that is it. That's it. Sometimes I miss lunch. Sometimes it's dinner. Okay? And I don't, okay, you can get on me, but I'm not eating the breakfast. All right. But the water thing, I have to do. Guess what? The doctor told me, you better drink that water, Colette. You better drink the water. So I'm letting you know 80 ounces is my game. It has to be my game every single day. At least 80 ounces of water. Now, I'll tell you, this is only 64. I will get the other 16, but I do have to down this. Okay, don't doubt me over there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just because you said I won't do it. Now, moving right along. My guest, she's been here not once, but not twice, not 3 times. She's been here many times. So many times I don't even know the number, and I'm not even going to guess at it, right? So my guest is Kisha Hicks from the Elevate Her LLC. You can see it right down there, okay? She's a fabulous guest, so much so that we had her help us to moderate networking at the forum. If you haven't heard what she has to offer, not only is she delivering nuggets and gems, but if you follow her on her LinkedIn page, boy, do you get probably what you need. Okay? And even if you don't think that you need it, it's sometimes the things that you must hear. Okay? Mm-hmm. That you must hear to get you to move forward. Okay? So a lot of her concentration does deal with HR, and leadership, and there are things that we could use in our everyday life. And so today, okay, she's witty. I'm coming to it. She's witty. See what I'm saying? I asked her, what's the topic for today? Now, we are just coming off of the championship, the NCAA championship, right? And okay, Baylor, you did your thing. You're the champs. Good for you. I'm happy. Personally, I'm a Georgetown fan, and that's for a reason. But we didn't make it. But congratulations, Baylor. Today, we are going to talk about some team stuff. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about the bench. Are you a rider? Are you on the sideline? Are you not in the game? Should you be in the game? Do you want to be in the game? All right. So we're going to hear from the coach over here. The coach. We're going to hear from Coach Hicks talking about, are you a bench rider or a bench warmer? Are you on the bench? Get off the bench. All right. Miss Hicks, I'm going to let you take it away. Talk to us about it.
Well, listen. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
I see that we do have some people that have joined us. So if you would be so kind, folks that have joined us, if you would drop your city and state, because guess what? Everybody ain't from Baltimore. Everybody's not from Maryland. Okay.
What you mean everybody not from Baltimore?
I'm not from Maryland.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
But
Everybody
most
that's
people are from
watching.
Baltimore. Thank you. Okay, go ahead and get that
Okay,
in.
except for everybody else. Anyway, so go ahead and drop your city and state in the comments for us so we know where you're watching from. But here's the thing: we did show our water bottles, right? So I do have a challenge for everybody as we are talking tonight. You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
The challenge is every time I say the word game, take a drink.
Oh Lord.
You are
Oh
going to get your water in. Take a drink. Okay? Game. There it is.
yeah.
Take a drink. Get your sip on. Get your sip on. It's Friday. Happy hour. Okay. So today, we want to really go in, and I got a question for everybody. Are you in the game or are you riding the bench? Are you in the game or are you riding the bench? Like, that's a real question. And here's the thing, so many people are stuck on the bench, right? And as a result of being stuck on the bench, you're watching everybody else live their life and you trying to figure out why you can't, right? And so what I want us to do tonight is to really talk about how do you get in the game? Like, why would you want to be in the game, right? And most importantly, how do you know the rules to play when you're in the game? See, you're supposed to drink like
You're
this.
saying game too many times.
I'm gonna keep saying it because I want y'all to hydrate to participate. Get what I'm saying? Okay, hydrate to participate. All right. So here we go. There are things that we have to do, right, when we're thinking about the game. Drink your water. So, right? There are things that we have to think about. So here's the thing. Why, Colette, do you think it's important for people to come off the bench? Especially when it comes to their self-care, when it comes to their lives, when it comes to professions. Why do you think it's important for them to come off the bench?
I don't know. I need a hint.
Well, here's the thing. If you on the bench, are you in the game?
No.
Right? No, you're not, right? Are you missing opportunities because you're on the bench?
Right? Oh,
Right?
wow. That's good.
That's possible, right? You could be missing all kinds of opportunities. Are you missing out on things that are meant for you, but you just deciding to ride the bench, right? Are you missing out on those opportunities? So I think that's important. That's a key question for many people. And then the question is, why are you sitting on the bench? Right? Why? And for many people, it's fear, right? It's self-doubt, it's imposter syndrome, it's all these things that are keeping you from living your best life. It's all these things that are keeping you from being able to, get in and play your position. So I'm going to break down the word game.
Okay.
Drink your water.
Oh, shoot.
Play along. Everybody, listen, everybody needs to have their water. Okay, because
everybody's playing with me here.
Yeah. So we're gonna break that word down. Obviously, I'm gonna say it again, but I'm gonna break it down into the acronym for the word, and we're gonna talk about each letter quickly tonight. Okay. So the first letter is all about the G, right? G. So what does a G mean? The G is all about gathering your thoughts, your resources, and your strengths. If you're gonna play this game called life, drink your water. One thing that you're gonna have to do is figure out what is it that you're working with. If you want to get off the bench, you got to figure out what are you working with. So what does that mean I have to do? I have to take an inventory. I'm gonna have to take an inventory of my thoughts. Some of us got like a million browser windows open in your head. Your thoughts all over the place. Can't keep it all together, right? Some people, your thoughts are taking you into dangerous territory, right? That self-doubt territory, that imposter syndrome territory, right? So are you in the game based on your thoughts? Drink your water. That's too long. Go drink your water. Because I want you to hydrate, participate. Okay.
I got it. Okay.
But it's really thinking about your thoughts. What are you thinking about? It's thinking about what you're thinking about. It's also, where are your resources? So you're gathering up your resources in order to get off the bench. You can't just get off the bench. Don't nobody jump in no game and don't have no sneakers on.
No.
You gotta have something on. You don't jump in without a uniform. the ball. You gotta know what your resources are, right? If I
Yeah.
you gotta have it. But you gotta take an inventory of it, okay? And you gotta know what your strengths are. And here's the thing that is a little different for some folks. Some folks think that skills and strengths are the same thing,
Oh Lord.
right? Oftentimes, that's what people think. Oh, I got a strength, and it's the same thing as a skill. No, it's not. Because here's the thing: you could turn on a pot of water and boil a hot dog, and that's a skill, so you won't starve to death. Am I right? That's a skill. Okay. But can you cook a whole Thanksgiving meal that will have somebody in a food coma and wanting a to-go box? That's a strength. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. Okay. So where do your strengths lie? Because as I'm getting ready to get up off this bench, I have to understand what I'm good at. I have to understand my strengths. I have to understand my passions. I have to understand my interests. So that I can really get up in here and do the thing when I'm in the game. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Right? So the next thing, the next letter, A. All the A. Okay. The A is all about activation. And not like curl activator. Don't
Okay, no.
no. But it's activating. Okay. So now think about it like this. I know what I'm working with. I got my strengths, I got my resources, I got my thoughts together. Now I'm moving. I'm activating. You got to do something. Activation is a verb, right? You got to be doing something. So when you get in the game, what are you doing? Drink your water. When you get in, what are you doing? Are you just standing there? You know, like I remember going and watching when my son was smaller. He would go and play soccer, and you know, you would have the little kids. Some of them just be standing there waiting for the ball to get to them.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
some of them playing around with the grass, right?
Absolutely.
But they're not running. They're not doing anything. They're not. They just out there, just out there. But you know how many people come off the bench and are just out there watching the flowers, playing in the grass, watching everybody else run around, and they wondering what's going on. No, when you come off the bench, you got to activate, right?
Activate.
You figured out what you're good at. You figured out what your interests are. You figured out what your strengths are. Come on, activate. Okay. Then
Okay.
the
Yes.
M is all about making a decision once you activate. Make a decision. So
Make a
many
decision.
people vacillate. Oh, should I go back and sit down on the bench? Should I stay in the game? But what if I'm in the game and it doesn't work out my way? What if I fail? What if I succeed? What if? Right? But you got to make a decision. And you have to make a decision that when you're in the game, when you come off the bench, that you are indeed going to do what you need to do to remain there.
Let me stop you right there, because if you don't make a decision, then somebody gonna take your ball and go down the court the other way and
Mm-hmm,
score on you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You're gonna watch somebody else play the game. You're gonna watch somebody else
That's right.
play, right? You're gonna watch somebody else live the life that you wanted to live. That's real. So make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
But once you decide to come off that bench, make the decision on how you gonna stay off the bench.
That's right.
Ain't no going back. Like here's the thing. I look at it this way. Everybody's a star player. Star players, what they do, they stay in the game. They exhausted, wore out. But they stay in the game. But here's the thing. It's okay to pause for a minute. Sometimes you gotta sit down and catch your breath. But that's just making a decision to just pause for a minute, not sit there and take up residence on the bench.
Right. And one of our guests said, or somebody's gonna make the decision for you.
Come on. That is so true. I don't have time for somebody to make a decision. I'm too grown for that. I'm too grown
Okay,
for
I
that.
see your hand on your hip. Okay.
Yeah, I'm too grown for somebody else to make a decision for me.
That's right.
Right. And so it's like, make the decision, make the choice, and stick with it. And don't stop until you get there, because here's the thing, things may go left for you, things may get hard. And as you are elevating and you're going higher, things are going to try to take you out. Because that's just the way life is, right? But the thing is, you have to just make a decision to stand in what you're doing so that you can stay off the bench. And here's another thing: you got to learn how to bonus M. You got to learn how to motivate yourself, right? So many people are waiting on the validation of other people. Well, I wonder if such and such is gonna like what I do. If I go live in my group, or if I'm talking about something, will anybody watch me? Will anybody care what I have to say? Or I'm not an expert. Listen, your voice is necessary in the space, whatever space it is. But the thing is, you shouldn't have to wait for somebody else to motivate you. Motivate yourself. Because you may not be in an environment where people can motivate you. So
Absolutely.
always, right? You gotta be able to you gotta be able to do that for yourself. Last letter.
Yep.
E. The last letter is all about expectations.
Ooh.
Okay. So we are now coming off the bench.
Yeah.
We've gathered our resources, our thoughts, our strengths. We're activating. We're making decisions to stay in there. We're motivating ourselves. Now you have to put some expectations on yourself. Set your own expectations.
Ooh.
And here's the thing: when you set them, push yourself to exceed them. Do better than your best. That's what my grandmother used to tell me all the time. And here's the thing: I'm not competitive. Truly, I've never been a competitive person. I just didn't see the point in it. Like, what's the point? Like, I didn't like, no. And I had to think about it, because I was literally raised in a household that it was more that you are your biggest competition. Because here's the thing: somebody is always going to be better than you. You are always going to be better than somebody else. Drink your water.
Okay.
Have a drink.
Okay. Everybody has me drinking this water. Now, let me just say this. Yes, you are competitive. Even if you're competitive with yourself.
Yeah, okay.
You're competitive. Because if you set a bar for yourself, you set out to not only make it to that bar, but exceed that. So you can be competitive even with yourself alone. Right?
You can, totally.
So I say you're competitive if you have expectations of yourself.
I agree.
So I am competitive. I like winning.
I like winning too.
Okay,
right?
then there's competition.
So I am my biggest competition, though.
Okay. Even when we talked about this before we went on the air, dieting. You set a goal, you're trying to get there. Some of us win. Some of us are still trying to get there, right? So we can have that kind of competition, but you're so right that you have to have expectations. So many of us, even in our history, in our family situations, don't end up with expectations for ourselves.
No. And what's unfortunate is oftentimes people have expectations of us.
Yes.
And in some cases, they won't even tell you what those expectations are until you don't meet them.
And that's when you get put in the game, and then you're asked to sit down.
Yeah. And so my thing is, for all those people that are recovering control people like myself, control your own situation. Right? Set your own expectations of how you want to move in the game. Right? And we'll talk about the rule book. We want to know the rule. You got to have a rule book when you're playing the game. But the thing is it possible for you to have a say-so with the rules? It's your life. I say yes. It's your career. I say yes. Right? So my thing is, stop riding the bench. If you are riding the bench, get up off the bench. It's okay.
Get off the bench. Get off the bench. And play the game.
And play to win.
Play Drink my water.
And play to win,
I
right?
play to win. Play to
Play
win.
to win. Don't just
Play
be
it.
out there just
Look,
doing
we
something,
can
just
we
doing
can
it.
play that lottery, and lottery said play to win. At
Okay.
least the lottery in Baltimore say play to win. Play to
Okay.
win. If you don't play,
You
okay,
may not win,
you may not win.
right? But I
Well,
know
that was
what,
a
you
good.
can't win on the bench though.
That was a very good word, very good analogy. I don't want to be a bench rider. That's my, that's the expectations that I have of myself. I'm not trying to be a bench warmer here. And for the women out there, okay, let me just tell you, while you say it's not competitive or you're not competitive, you may have to learn to be competitive
Yeah.
because everybody else is out there trying to run a race and you have to get in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so all of these things that Kisha has mentioned in her game analogy or
Drink your,
acronym, the
drink your
acronym.
water. Drink your water. Just saying, drink your water.
Okay.
Go drink your water. Go drink your water.
You didn't say if I said it, I had to drink, but
Hey,
anyhow,
the
I'm still
word.
playing
Yeah.
because I am competitive.
See?
you 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 will have to take into account in order to get yourself in that race
Mm-hmm.
and cross the finish line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So while I like using the basketball analogy, it's in any sport, and guess what? This job race, this world race is actually a sport.
It is.
We are seeking to win. We're seeking to win. And so Carolyn said, yes, get off the bench, play to win.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stress enough that you you have to motivate yourself. That M is important
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because guess what? Wasn't motivated until the doctor said, okay, you cannot be motivated, but yeah, I'll tell you where that will land you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going there. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, while I joke and kid, I appreciate everybody keeping me in the game of drinking this water because it's important. And anything, you know what? Anything that's important enough to you,
Come
you
on.
you make plans and decisions for, and you play to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I choose life, I choose job, I choose trying to get my paycheck, I choose many things that I have to play and be competitive in order to win. And so
Mm-hmm.
I charge the women out there to play, get off the bench and play to win.
Yeah. Especially as we march forward with the women's leadership forum, it was too much information that we got during that time to not take advantage of it and come off the bench. It was chocked full of information. For those of you that missed it, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, but you better get with it next time. That's all I'm saying, because it
Yeah,
was
and I encourage you.
so much rich information that came through to help you just to move forward. Literally, to get up off your blessed assurance and come up off the bench.
Oh, did you call it blessed assurance? Okay.
Blessed assurance.
All
Yes,
right,
it
get off
is.
your blessed assurance.
And
Now,
come
let
up
me
off the
also
bench.
tell you, let me also tell you what's cooking here at the Women's Leadership Forum. Okay, Keisha, has you see her appear here live, and we appreciate you as an audience staying with us because now we have gathered up a collective of women. It's the Ford Forum Women Collective. And we are appearing at 6 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you're going to see an array of beautiful, beautiful women imparting information that you can use. Okay? And we want you to take part in it. You don't have to come on every single day, although we will welcome you every day that we're here. But we're going to bring something to you that will help you to stay in the GAME. You like how I did that?
You
Ha,
mean
I spelled
game?
it.
You
You didn't say
meant
anything about
game?
spelling. You didn't say anything about spelling.
You
Okay.
mean game? The game. Don't drink water.
To stay in the game. Stay in the game. Stay in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to stay in the game. And guess what? All the women, all 12 women who are participating are asking that you stay in the game with us because we want to see you move it forward. Whatever your it is,
Mm-hmm.
you have to decide what that it is. We can't decide it for you. We can help you, but you have to decide what it is. And so, Kisha is a coach. She can help you. All the women that come on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whether we're talking about nutrition, whether we're talking about workforce development, or whether we are just talking about life in general, we're trying to help you to move it forward. So we're going to be a resource for you. All the information that we're bringing, guess what? You can pick it up anytime that you want to. You can pick it up anytime that you want to because it resides on the Women's Leadership Forum page and it's on YouTube. You can replay it and figure out what those letters means that we just spelled out, the GAM.
For the word game.
For the word game, okay? You can figure all of that out. We're going to have people here who have are experts and have enough knowledge to impart wisdom. It's wisdom upon you. So, with that, I want to thank Miss Kisha Hicks of the Elevate Her. And before she leaves, I want you to tell us, some of the things that you're involved in and where people can find you. Because as I said at the top of this, we have a very witty and very wise person here in Kisha Hicks. And she does appear in social media. So I'm going to let her tell you all the things that she's involved in.
Awesome. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I thought I was gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing it. I was gonna sing it. I was gonna get it. I was gonna go. But Monday through Friday, at 6:40 a.m. Central Standard Time, I host a room on Clubhouse called The Morning Mindset, and it is all about helping you get your day set professionally to get your day set. So that's one thing that I'm doing on Clubhouse. So definitely find me on Clubhouse. It's not in this particular club or anything like that. It's just every day I'm hosting that room. Come in there, get your mind right for your workday. You can also find me on LinkedIn. A lot of my content is out there on LinkedIn. Definitely, you can find me with the URL, the Elevate Her on LinkedIn. So definitely look for me out there. I'm going live on LinkedIn. I'm talking about all kinds of stuff, putting all kinds of great content out there. Find me there. Connect with me there, right? Also, as Colette said, I primarily work with HR professionals and have some things going on in terms of coaching around HR professionals and helping them really knock out those career defining roles, step up and get into these spaces so they can get off the bench and get in the game. Drink your water. So,
okay, y'all. Y'all got jokes out there.
I'm just saying. And then most importantly, you'll find me here. Right? I'm rocking. I'm rocking with Colette. So you'll find me here.
So we appreciate you being here. One of the things that we're working on our game for, oh shoot, I done said it myself. We're working on ourselves here on the Women's Leadership Forum platform in order to bring you great content and information so that you can make better choices or great choices for your life. And we want your suggestions. We love that you chat in this chat box. We like chatting back and forth with you. So please know that your voice is heard with us, and we want to do better and be better just for you. And with that, I want to say thank you, Kisha, for always being a great host and making me laugh, and for us having a great time here on the Women's Leadership Forum live platform. And I also want to say thank you, audience, because I love the way you encourage us and comment and give us great suggestions. So continue to stay with us. We're going to be back on Monday. And oh, Lord, I can't wait because I've come, no, let me just say, I've come to appreciate yoga. Oh my gosh. And didn't know how to do it. And now I know, I at least know the treetop, tree
The tree
pose.
toes, tree
Yeah,
toes.
I at
There
least
you
know
go.
that part. And
Mhm.
I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward with yoga. So
Mhm.
yoga comes on Monday, and then we have great guests on Wednesday and Friday. But I most of all, I want you all to have a great weekend. Tell that sunshine to come our way over here in Baltimore because we need it. We did need some rain, but I want that sunshine back. And while we're wishing on that, you all remain protected. Okay, keep wearing your mask and have a wonderful weekend. And we look forward to seeing you again on Monday. Thank you, Kisha. Thank you, audience. See you again.
Bye bye.
Bye.